So I've been up late the last few nights, doing work, but not working on spreadsheets or cue sheets or making phone calls, but rather I've been doing a lot of composing. And it's got me thinking about music and the role of music in the synagogue. Specifically, I was composing a piece in honor of Rabbi Saltzman for her official installation as the rabbi at Temple Ohabei Shalom. I hope you'll all be there. And it's very exciting, not that the piece, the jury's still out on the piece. It'll have its premiere Friday night during our service. It's a setting of Elohai Netzor, which is the Tefillat Halev, the prayer of the heart, that silent prayer that we all say as individuals at the end of the Amidah. And it culminates, at least the setting that I did culminates with the words, P'tach libi b'toratecha, open my heart to your Torah. And it's a really beautiful sentiment. I think the piece kind of reflects the very personal statement, my God, keep me from saying the wrong thing and doing the wrong thing, and then open my heart to your Torah. So it opens up to community and what we can all experience together, going from something very personal to the community. But it got me thinking about music and what the role of synagogue music is, and it's a huge, huge question, so we're not even going to attempt to really answer it with this video. But here's what I was thinking. I was going over with Ariana, who you can't see here, but she's the one who films and edits these videos. So Ariana and I were talking about Cantor Zimmer and what cantorial and synagogue music used to sound like compared to what it sounds like now. And there's been a huge, huge change in the synagogue, and music, I think, is really representative of that change over the past 20, 30, 50, 100 years. To some people, it would probably be almost unrecognizable. So what does that change? Music, just like a lot of things that happen in the synagogue, used to be very official. This is what synagogue music should sound like, and this is the prayer that should be created. This is the feeling evoked by music in the synagogue. And that came from the cantor, it came from the choir and the organist, it came from the rabbi, it was transmitted to the congregation. And I think we've turned that around now. So it doesn't say what synagogue music should sound like now, but rather it comes from the congregation. And so whether I'm writing a piece of new music, or whether I'm just choosing music that we might use for a Shabbat service, or for a high holiday service, or Shavuot for that matter, it comes from the congregation. What is going to be most effective? What does the congregation know? What kind of feelings do we want to evoke? How can we have music aid in our communal prayer service? So those are the questions that arise from making synagogue music. So what does that mean in practical terms? That means that we might have cantorial and choir music if that's what we're trying to evoke, if that's what the congregation might respond to. But we might also have a piece of music with guitar accompaniment. We might also have, I play a drum for those who haven't come to services recently. I often play a hand drum, I play guitar. We have a great pianist in David Spar. Andy O'Connell regularly accompanies on guitar, really beautiful guitarist. And the best thing that we all do in creating synagogue music is that we're really versatile, because we create music that hopefully creates effective worship. So new music, traditional music, cantorial music, synagogue chant, choir music, pop, folk, classical, it all applies if it's going to be effective for use for our community in helping us celebrate Shabbat and helping to create prayer. So that's what we try to do. So come this Friday and listen to a piece of new music, and we'll come to all of our services and concerts for that matter, and enjoy some new and a little different take on music in the synagogue.